Hi, this is Greg with CalendarSnack. Thanks for stopping by. You can see I'm in a PowerPoint. I'm going to go to full screen here. So to get a CalendarSnack, all you do is use our universal create service, which is create@calendarsnack.com here in step 1. This is a Google Calendar. You can use Google or Outlook. When you do that, we send the CalendarSnack back to the event organizer. In this case here, this is Mandy's calendar, Mandy@techvader.com. She's going to receive the CalendarSnack back to her email inbox. When she goes to her email inbox, this whole process takes 10 seconds, and she clicks this Click to View button. She receives the CalendarSnack information for this specific event. In this specific event, there's email codes here for embeddable call to action buttons for the following 4 primary email service providers of MailChimp, ConvertKit, Klaviyo, and SendGrid. And then independently, we have an event landing page, which we call the CalendarLander. And in the CalendarLander themselves is just essentially a URL with a nice web modal. So when someone puts their email address in there, they receive a calendar invitation. I left out the fact that when someone clicks the email CTA in the email provider, they obviously receive a calendar invite as well, and we track that. So in this next slide here is just a quick summary of the idea, which is every time you send us a create statement, create@calendarsnack.com, by the organizer name, we keep track of a database of all those events. So in this case here, these are all Mandy's events in her own specific user interface that's retrieved out of email. So the pre-built landing pages, we do 2 types. That is a single event landing page right over here on the left, and then we do basically a multiple event landing page which streams your upcoming 25 events. So let's take a peek at the RSVP button in MailChimp and just look at workflow. So when you go get the button under grab and go, that code is embedded in that copy and paste. You click it in here in the web address URL, which is essentially a universal call to action button metaphor in any of the email marketing templates. That is pasted in here. And then you come up with your own metaphor for what you want to say. In this case here, this example is just saying click here to get the calendar invite. So when you get ready to send it out, and it's actually sent out, in this case here, you see that the button here on the bottom is a metaphor for a customer to click right here. And when they click that, they are sent to a pre-built landing page, which is included with every CalendarSnack right here, and then they receive the calendar invitation specific to this event, and then we track it on the back end. So the single calendar landing page and the upcoming 25 event landing page, which we call the CalendarLanders, are also a byproduct of the CalendarSnack for each single event. So that means every time you create a CalendarSnack for that event, these copy codes are in the user interface right here. So this one here I copied here was the dark blue one, and this one over here is essentially all the upcoming next 25 events streamed to the URL itself. You get these every time you create a CalendarSnack, by the way. So the details are, how does this work? When someone puts their email address in there in the single landing page, they click this button, they're sent to a thank you page. We send out the calendar invite, and then we track it on the back end. Same with the multiple event landing page. The uniqueness of this is that at the top, the customer puts in their email information, and then they are allowed to independently determine which events they want to go to. They're sent a small little landing page information in line here that we sent them a calendar invite to this address, whatever address they put up there, and then we send them the calendar invitation here, and we track it on the back. So with that said, all these independent events have detailed reporting. You can see here on the left-hand side as I move from left to right, this information is in great detail for yes, no, maybe, and no action at all. We track all this off the client side of the calendar invitations from your customers' calendar clients. I think that's a wrap up. So thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me this morning.